sports we enter. From downtown, they shoot and score.
My God, that was the wildest. Like I thought last year, I was at, I think it was like game 3 when we had that overtime Haliburton shot. I thought like nothing's ever gonna beat that.
Dude, what? Oh my
And,
God.
and Tyrese Haliburton's layup package, it's deep. It's
Oh my
deep.
God.
Oh
Oh my
my!
God.
Every
He's
single
what?
time he
Go ahead.
drove in, it was like a spectacular shot.
Yeah. I mean, here's what's happening, man. We didn't shoot well from the 3 as a team. There's only one guy did. It's Aaron Naismith. He was 8 for 15. Everybody else shot pretty poorly. Well, not poorly, or like, okay. Actually, we shot okay. Haliburton didn't shoot really good, but specifically Haliburton, he shot 2 for 10 from the 3-point. So what did he do? He turned on the layup pack.
And he got 2 and 1s too. So I had that for 4 for 12 for you, 33%. Sounds good to me.
No,
Also,
yeah, we actually shot okay from the 3. I'm just looking at field goal percentage, but yeah, no,
speaking of best, player 3, Aaron Naismith,
yes,
he is all NBA hustle this series. I mean, he
what?
prime TJ McConnell hustle. He's like matching that.
He has the most. His shot, like it's hard. It's. I wouldn't call him a clutch player, but the hustle is right. He hits that 3-point when we're either down and we need to come up, or we're just trying to make a little, like we're trying to punch. He's that 3-point puncher we have, who keeps us in it. You know what I mean? Like there's something about that. He's consistent and he just keeps us in the game. He keeps us in the game.
He made a few jumpers. He saved a few balls from getting turned over. He got a few steals. He got some like very timely rebounds. It was beautiful to watch. But past him, I have to give out the formal apology to TJ McConnell.
Yeah, you do.
I talked so much trash.
Yeah, you do.
I thought he went crazy the last game. He went nuclear this game. Nuclear.
Buddy. This was vintage TJ McConnell. Hustle. The mid-range shots were wet. He was a pest, as the announcers like to say, which I don't know if I love that or not. I like to call him the spark. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
he
TJ
was that spark. He was that spark from start to finish, man. He did the classic TJ move. You put him in, he just starts punching. He's a little quick jab. Boom, boom, boom. Takes the ball, runs it down the court, runs it to the rim. Quick reverse layup. Boom, right before you can even think about it. And boom. And what? It feels like 3 seconds. Boom, we have a quick 2 points. Boom, quick 2 points. Boom, quick 2 points.
I feel the way he best helped us was there was 2 times during the game where for like a 3-minute stretch, Giannis was in the game while all our bench was in the game.
Yeah.
Which if we stop scoring there, that can get
Ugly.
very ugly, very quick.
Ugly.
So yes, Joe, I do know I'm blurry. I can't fix it, so I'm just anonymous.
Can you see me? Can you?
Yeah, I
can
can see you fine.
I can see. I see. You're like frozen, kind of, but I don't know if you can see me or whatever. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, but TJ doing everything, and he's a big reason we got that comeback because nobody else on the bench was really scoring.
No.
Darius Walker's shot wasn't hitting. It was kind of awful tonight.
He did great, to be honest.
Ben Shepherd, I don't even think took a shot. Thomas Bryant, I don't think took a shot if he played. Obi Toppin maybe made like a 3. Yeah, so he's our team did lock down on defense as well, but he supplied our offense the whole time that Giannis was in. So then we got to put our starters in when Giannis has already been playing a few minutes. I think that was a huge swing.
Yes. Let's talk about the first quarter, man. What was your first? I was driving home trying to race home to watch, and I saw that it was like 0-10. I was like, oh my God, is this what we're doing tonight? Is this how the night's gonna look? I mean, it was a really bad first start. It was a really bad start. Luckily, we had a lot of momentum throughout the game. And I think we ended the game at halftime tie with a really dumb foul by Mathurin but still we ended I think a tie at halftime. So we got our get back, but I mean that first quarter was a little bit of atrocious. What do you think?
So watching that, do you remember when the Bucks won? I think it was like game 3 when all of a sudden the second half they just like locked in.
Yes.
Everybody was just the most offense and defense. Everybody was moving. Everybody was doing everything perfect. Like you gotta give them a lot of credit. They came out really firing, really punching. Then Giannis hits a 3. Then right next possession, Bobby Portis hits a 3. So they're feeling great about themselves. And so it was a big momentum thing.
Yeah.
But I had to remind myself, what we've been seeing these past 4 games, those are the outliers. Games like tonight are Pacers basketball we see every night.
Yeah. This is a vintage Pacers basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a whole 2 weeks of exactly what we saw right here. And we did what we did here then. We won. I mean, Giannis had a triple-double. And let's talk about this fool, Gary Trent Jr., shooting 12 for 25, 8 for 17 at the 3-point, and he had 12 consecutive points, 3-point in overtime.
So I don't want to touch overtime just yet. I want to talk, finish up this
Just
talk on
saying.
the deficit. But no,
Just saying.
that is crazy.
Who is he? Why?
The
Why,
reincarnation of
bro?
Steph. The reincarnation of Steph.
Bro, he's an industry plant. Where'd you come from, cuz? I do know where he came from, but I know he played. He actually was on the championship Raptors. I do know who he is, but like, what have you done since then, buddy? Who are you?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think why we kind of got locked up, I think they put a big emphasis on not letting Siak score tonight. And
yes,
I think that was part of like the lineup change. You take Brooke Lopez out, you insert Bobby Portis and Giannis, who can both help on Siakam. And that's kind of like
yeah,
a rhythm guy of, oh, we've missed 2 shots. Let's just give it to Siakam, get
yeah,
us back in rhythm and kind of go. And I think their game plan really threw us off. But like you were talking about, we had like 2 straight weeks of all those close games. A lot of those
yeah,
close games were when Haliburton wasn't on. So I
yeah.
think our
No,
bench coming into this game down 20 doesn't blink
yeah,
twice at that. I think
no,
all that experience definitely ends up mattering because you can come in as a bench player, we're down 20. I mean, you just saw what happened to the Heat, and
yeah. Oh
you're
God.
playing to play, maybe to collect some stats. You're not really thinking about it. This team legitimately believes they can like win at any point. It's beautiful
Yes,
basketball to watch.
yes, 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 yes. I mean, look, man, it was a struggle, but we got there, man. This classic Pacers. I don't want to say I doubted us, but like, I mean, in the fourth quarter, my man, the Bucks were just asking to lose. I mean, they were doing a lot of scoring, but they've messed up 2 inbound passes, 2 crucial. Gary Trent had the one go through his hands, and the white boy on the Bucks, can't remember his name, passed it right to Nembhard, or right to right to Nembhard. I mean, bro, thank you, Doc Rivers, for being the worst coach in NBA history.
Well, I want to say too. I think some of those things come down to experience as well. As a lot of these Bucks players, if they did play last season, they got 6 playoff games, and a lot of people like Gary Trent Jr. wasn't there and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think a lot of those mistakes happen because like those happen against the Celtics to us all the time, the late minutes, you know. And
Yeah.
I think we were in the fourth quarter, we were able to lock in a lot more because it didn't feel like a huge stage to anybody. No pressures on us. Let's just keep pushing.
We heated up. We heated up late. I mean, better late than never. You know what I mean? But the problem was Giannis also started heating up too. And the thing about Giannis is he can slow the game down and just get a foul. So we like to move on momentum. So he kept slowing us down, and then he would drive and get a foul. That happened over and over again. So it scared me in the fourth quarter when he slowed it down and they were up like 5, 6. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
If he just keeps, walking into the paint, taking his time and getting triple teamed where he's going to get fouled, probably, and then just keeps on going to the line, he could just pull through on it,
Yeah.
That or he gets triple teamed. I mean, the wall defense is good and bad. That's like I like to call it the wall defense is what we're doing it. We just put a line of bodies around Giannis and say, please don't kill us. I mean, it's kind of what it is. But the problem is he's either going to get stopped, he's going to go through it and probably get fouled, or he's going to kick it out to Gary Trent Jr., who's I guess prime Kobe tonight.
Yeah.
He wants to be he's prime Steph tonight. So
Speaking of Giannis, and the biggest fear I have when playing the Deer is when you're in that close game situation, there you might think, oh, we can lock in and stop everybody, but there's always a possibility that Giannis could just be Giannis, and no matter what you do, he's going to score. So that is super scary.
yeah,
It's very surprising and a blessing when Giannis said, I'm going to call game with a fadeaway jumper in the corner. I was like,
that was crazy.
please. I mean,
That was crazy.
yeah, that was
Take that shot every
crazy.
time. If that's a
Yeah,
shot we make you choose, take it. The problem was it did actually kind of look good. Like honestly, it wasn't. It
yeah,
was on
yeah.
target or whatever, blah blah blah. But regardless, if there's one guy I want taking the mid range game winning, shot or whatever, give it to their center who probably shoots like 30% from that shot. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, beautiful basketball, boys. I mean, it's just a struggle. I mean, that was playoff basketball. It's fine. It's probably was that the first overtime game in the playoffs?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
No, the Pistons, Knicks, or something. Maybe I can't remember actually.
No, yeah,
Anyway.
I think I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
anyway, it's one of them.
Y-
And look, man, I think it's very safe to say that we own the Bucks.
Little brother, no rivalry,
Little
no
brother,
rivalry.
little
Uh,
bro, scratching your head, pulling your underwear up. It's over. Slap
Speaking
the
of
ass.
speaking of own the Bucks, before the series started, the thing that I think gave me the most confidence is their team objectively from last year has gotten worse. Even though we didn't play against Giannis, but their team has
Yeah,
gotten worse. Our
yeah,
team has gotten much better. Last
yeah,
time they didn't have Giannis the whole time, and we only won 4-2, and those games were like tough as fuck.
yeah.
this time around, we had 3 super easy games, and this game we had a 20-point comeback. I mean, we are a better team, a much better team, and I think people are way underestimating us because that 10-15 start. I mean, I literally
Yeah.
saw like a sports clip that was like Lakers and Pacers game reaction. For
Right.
20 minutes is Lakers, last 4 minutes,
Yeah,
Pacers.
yeah. It's funny because I know we're gonna get hate online about being down 20 or whatever to this Bucks team, but I mean, OKC was down like 25 to the Grizzlies, and then they came back and won, and like no one gave them shit. So I just know I want to put that out there for the haters who are going to criticize us. Why? Well, Giannis had a triple double, and Gary Trent Jr. turned to Steph Curry. So I mean, what do you want us? You know what I mean, Giannis is the MVP player.
A contender. This game was what like separates like a contender from a team up and coming.
Yeah,
we really made our mark. I mean, even in OT, somebody hitting 4 straight 3-pointers on you
crazy.
in OT. That's a death sentence.
That's a death
Like,
sentence.
as soon as that happened, I mean, I think we were only down 5 or something at a time with maybe like
Yeah.
45 seconds or something. But still, like if that happens to you, that is a death sentence. We got that
It's a death
that Nimhard clutch Nimhard 3 as always. Got that
As
Naismith.
always.
And
As
we had 3
always.
in his 4 run. We had 3 misses in a row by Haliburton. Straight locked up death sentence.
know.
To come out on top on that is beautiful and
know.
honestly kind of a miracle in the sense of like the dribbling out of bounds.
We should have lost. I mean,
Yes.
on paper,
Yes.
we should have lost, bro. I mean, our defense in the last couple minutes is what saved us of not only of the regular season, also in overtime. I mean, we locked in. I mean, it's kind of luck. I mean, I want to attribute some of it to Doc Rivers being a terrible coach. They used a timeout because we were locking them up on the inbound pass. They used the timeout. So I mean that was a waste for them. They can't even inbound there. Then they inbounded Portland and Lombard again. And then Gary Trent missed I mean, we locked them up, bro. Our defense is underrated. I mean, and then in OT, man, we did the same shit, bro. I mean,
there was a point in the game. I always like to make this joke. If I'm like watching football and my team's getting like blown out, I'll say, all right, all we need to do is get an onside kick, touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, onside kick, touchdown.
yeah,
Like 2 minutes
literally.
left. It's a joke because like we were in that territory with this Pacers game with like 40 seconds left where I was like, well, we need to like steal an inbounds. They need to miss at least 1 3 throw. We need to make our next 2.
I know.
Everything.
We
need
should
a
have
dumb
not
turnover.
won this game. We should. So not only is Doc Rivers is getting fired this offseason, but also our defense was just proved to be the best. With that, thank you, Haliburton, for being the general that you are, the floor general that this man is, the high IQ player that he is. He's going, look, I'm not shooting well from the 3. This man was 2 for 10. We're down. What am I going to do? I'm going to turn on this All-NBA was last season, this All-Star was last season, take this ball and walk right around Giannis. Walk right around him. He's putting the
Almost every
boosters
time.
on every time.
And making
No
these
block, didn't
circuit
get blocked at all. Clean shots.
Halliburton is doing like what Mathurin does, but like cleaner and better. It's crazy. I did not know Halliburton had that, at least to this extent.
Yes. Also, shout out our best. Who is our best player off the bench? You already know that.
Mathurin.
Dude, TJ McConnell 7 for 11.
Oh, you meant this game? Oh yeah, definitely McConnell. Definitely.
Mathurin was 2 for 3. I mean, Mathurin, in general, probably. But shout out to TJ McConnell, man. I mean, just shout out. I know you gave us props, but I'm looking at the stats right now. I mean, dude, he shot better. He had 2 more field goals than all our starters except for Naismith and for Haliburton.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
last thing, man. Well, we're playing Cleveland. We're playing Cleveland.
Yes, sirs.
Yes, sirs. Boom, baby. Point guard.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun series for any NBA fan.